Next, we look at central heating and air. And I know that in many parts of California, for example, they don't have to have both of those items. But for us, we look at the age and condition and brand of each of these items. Starting with the furnace, we make sure that if a furnace is over 15 years old and younger than that, depending on the brand, that we automatically replace it as part of the rehab, because we know at 14 they're going to start failing. If it fails with the tenant inside the property, then the tenant isn't going to be happy if it's 10 degrees below zero and they don't have any heat. So we look at the type of furnace that's installed and then the age, and then automatically replace it as part of the rehab. And then next, we look at air conditioning. We know that homes less than $80,000, they're typically in neighborhoods that are more prevalent to copper theft. And that doesn't mean that it's a bad neighborhood. It means there's just more people looking in those areas. So we don't install air conditioning in those areas. So what we do when we don't put in air conditioning is we set up the homes to have electric underneath the window, properly grounded, and we install ceiling fans in. And what we found is after about a year, the tenants started bringing their own air conditioning units, the window type units, and they made a very smooth transition. In those homes more than $80,000, at least in the Ohio marketplace, we install central air. Again, if it's over 14 years old, we automatically replace it with the proper size. And then we go ahead and build a cage around the air conditioner to help it keep from being stolen, regardless of the price range of the home or neighborhood. What our police officers have told us is if you cage the air conditioning unit in any way, it's going to deter the thief, and they're going to go to the next property and not take all the energy that it's going to take to remove the copper from your property. And then lastly, with both the furnace and air conditioning, we plan to service them at least once every 2 years. And in that process, every time we re-rent the property, we put new filters, 3 new filters at the home and put dates on them so that the tenant knows this is the day that we're supposed to change the filter. The other thing it does for us is if we get a service call on the furnace or air conditioner and they still have the original furnace filter in from when they moved in a year ago, then we know that we can hold the tenant accountable because they haven't done the maintenance that they've been required to do to the property. We ask them to sign when they lease the property to let us know that they know they're responsible every 30 days to change the furnace filter. And again, to help them out, we go ahead and provide 3 of them for them.